It's her mattress.
Right.
She doesn't have to sleep on a mattress that your daughter urinated on.
Yes,
Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to buy her a new mattress.
The mattress is actually completely soft.
Just a second. Does it look like you're losing? So then what possible motivation do you have other than to annoy me to shout out?
Okay.
Do you understand?
I understand.
All parties in the matter of Swoboda versus Coyle. Step forward.
18-year-old Katie Swoboda is suing 21-year-old Lauren Coyle for damage to her home caused by Lauren's dog.
Miss Swoboda, you were pet sitting for Miss Coyle's dog, and when the dog was at your house, the dog caused some damage.
Correct.
And you want her to pay for it.
Correct, yes, ma'am.
Under what theory?
The theory that it was the dog's fault and she did not tell me that the dog would do this damage.
Do you have a dog?
I do have a dog. I do.
Your dog doesn't speak to you?
And my dog does not speak to me, but I have trained my dog well enough to not destroy other people's houses.
She's not paying for the damage that was done to your house.
I disagree with your...
Goodbye!
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
So you had two girlfriends?
Yes.
At the same time. I'm following. But only one lived with you in the room.
Yes.
The other one had her own place.
Yes, ma'am.
You're a very busy boy. And it was so busy that you said, you know what? Even I'm pretty good. I can't keep up with all of this. I think you should get an apartment, a place of your own.
Well, what had happened is the people that I was rooming with and staying with, they were telling me, hey, it's getting a little bit too crowded here. Therefore, that's where I suggested.
Did they know each other?
Yes.
So they each knew that you had a relationship with the other?
Yes, ma'am.
I see something I don't. Did she give you $1,000? Don't shake your head back and forth. Did she give you $1,000?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you buy a car with it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how long did she stay in your apartment?
6 days.
You have to give her the $1,000 back.
That's not how it went down, Your Honor.
I don't care. Did you have $1,000 for a car?
My aunt was going to give me the car. I just was telling her that what I didn't want to do was go empty-handed. So I just was explaining to her what was going on. And she offered, and I didn't deny. I
Don't be an idiot.
It wasn't.
Don't be an idiot. This is your child.
This is my child.
Yeah, don't be an idiot in front of your child. You don't want to teach her bad lessons about her father. I can't give you the car because his father's not here. His father has a right to say, I never got $1,500 from her.
My father...
I didn't ask you anything.
I know.
I don't like you.
That's good.
I don't like you.
That's great.
Because if we're speaking morally, what you should do is if she, in fact, paid your father $1,500 for the truck or anything, if she paid him, then a moral person would say to his father, if he were a moral person, the right thing for you to do, Dad, is to sign the title over to Miss Turner because she paid for it. So I want you to understand, it's not that I don't believe that she paid. Don't drink water now, I'm speaking.
I'm listening.
Don't drink water now, I'm speaking. What were you doing in June? I don't care what were you doing in June of this year?
I think I was just,
It's not that long ago. We're only in September, and you're only 21 years old. So what were you doing in the month of June? That's either school, work, or nothing.
I was landscaping, I think, yes.
Landscaping?
Yes.
For whom?
An older individual that comes into her job by the name of John. Old man. He had me doing a whole bunch of stuff around his property.
Were you doing that full-time or part-time?
Part-time.
What days?
Whenever he called me during the week.
All right. And you were home with the cat all day, playing with the cat?
Yes, I was.
Good.
I was
Sit. Don't you feel ridiculous? Yeah, I know. I sort of feel, stop shaking your foot. I sort of feel sorry for you. That's why I let you off as easily as I did.
Okay.
Okay? Say sorry.
Sorry, Miss Judy.
Good. Perfect. Love it. Will you reimburse these amounts?
Yes, ma'am.
Did she have your PIN number?
No, ma'am. But I am 56-year-old. I'm a creature of habit. I don't have 10 pins for 10 different things. It wasn't rocket science to figure out my Pin. It's on the TV screen for my code to the cable. You know, RB1229. Oh. But it's over. It's over. No, that's dead. That's dead. That's dead. That one is dead. Trust me, it's dead. It's dead, ma'am. Been shut that down. So yeah, but it wasn't hard to figure it out.
How pregnant was your girlfriend in March?
Probably 2 months.
So that your girlfriend got pregnant the month you bought the car.
Yeah.
Don't you feel stupid now?
No.
Doesn't the whole thing a little sleazy? Don't you feel as if you need a good shower? Mr. Franklin, sort of embarrassing, right? Now, did you ever tell Miss Saul about this other girlfriend?
No, because we wasn't dating at the time. I was off and on.
Who was off and on?
Me and my girlfriend now.
Well, you were on in January when you bought the car because she was a couple of months pregnant in March.
I just found out she was pregnant at that time.
In March? But she was 2 months pregnant in March.
Yeah, me and...
Well, just because it wasn't showing doesn't mean you weren't knowing that during the time that you were purchasing this car with her $900, you weren't impregnating somebody else. I'm interested in what you tripped over.
I do not have a picture of that.
Is there a pipe on that property?
No.
What would a pipe be doing on that property? I mean, I have a long driveway like that in a place where there are horses. There are no pipes sticking out. So what you're telling me is you have no proof of what you stepped on.
No.
Because you're suing these people who didn't invite you on the property. Maybe you just went over the fence and rolled on your ankle.
I did see a pipe, ma'am.
She says there's not one there.
I was standing outside the fence watching the whole thing. It was not a pipe.
What was it?
I think it was a piece of vegetation because there were some like trees and weeds along the fence that were sticking up, but there was no metal there.
No, well, there would be no metal sticking up on that kind of a dirt road.
It was beside the gate, so when you crawled over, the pipe was in the long grass that was in front of the grate, in front of the gate.
You know, sometimes accidents are just accidents, Miss Anderson. How long were you out of work, sir?
I was out for 19 days total. It was 14 days, 14 and a half.
Outrageous conduct. Doesn't work out. Listen, if you want to be a stupid girl and date somebody who's just separated from their wife, who has a young child, I'm not giving him any awards. You know, I mean, he's just a stupid guy, right? But not you. You've known him for a long time. You even knew her, right? Mm-hmm. Right. So, you know, give it a chance. Maybe they'll work it out. But you were ready to hop right in and move right in. And that's what you did. Well, that's a problem. So it didn't work out. And he went back to his wife to call his job and risk, if he wasn't working all the time that you knew him. Let's say that that's true, that I believe what you say is true. He says not. Let's say I believe this. So he finally got a job in January, and you look to get him fired, knowing that he has a young child, knowing that he's married. Just vicious. Vicious.
She was like real drunk, out of her mind, and swinging her arms, and I just know the phone went out the window.
My phone went out the window. I was on the phone with the dispatcher telling her that I need assistance.
Do you have that report from the dispatcher? I'd like to see it.
Not the report from the dispatcher, but I got the report from his parole officer.
No, I need the report from the dispatcher. That you were on the phone with the dispatcher. Listen.
No, I don't got that report from the dispatcher.
No, good. I can't deal with two drunk people. When you get drunk, bad things happen. You pay $1,200 a month rent. You have currently 3 tenants who pay you, according to you, $300 a week.
Correct.
What I want to know is, are they therefore paying you $300 for 1 week a month, or $300 a week and they only work 1 week a year, or do they pay you $1,200 a month?
They are to pay me $300 per week, but if they want to pay up front, they can. But it's $300 per week.
You didn't answer me. I'm going to throw your case out in 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.